Gonna get into what we call a second date update, which sometimes are just a disaster. Other times, the disasters are good news because we see this just not. There's no potential in this relationship or this early connection. Mm-hmm. So Ben in Los Feliz, all right, he's on the phone. Let me bring Ben in. But basically, Ben went on Hinge. Is that the one you went on?
Sure is, baby.
Tanya?
Hinge to win it.
He said he is Hinge to win it. Yeah. He said, I don't chit-chat much on those things, so we scheduled a date 0. It was probably the best meetup I've ever had. At the end, I told her I wanted to see her again, and she seemed down, but has not responded. So let's see. Ben, how you doing, Ben?
Hey, good. How are you?
Good, thanks. So walk us through it. You met Ellie is her name on Hinge, and where do you think this is taking the wrong turn?
I have no idea. I met her on Hinge. We decided to have a date 0. And there's a little Italian bar, met him at a bar. It's on La Brea, like in the Welsh area. Thought it'd be a nice little place for us. And, yeah, we had a great time. I mean, she's legit funny, and it seemed like she wanted to go on, an actual date. But I haven't heard
What is
anything
a
from
date
her.
0? This is new to me.
Like
What
when
is
you go
a
for
date
like just
0?
one drink.
So a date 0 is like you just go for one drink. It's 1 hour, no matter what. If you're having, the time of your life, it's still just 1 hour. And then from there, you decide if you want to actually go on an actual date.
But now if it's going well, why can't I stay for an hour and a half?
It's just a little bit, more no strings attached.
Got it.
So
okay.
It kind of makes
like a taste.
So there's no pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no
but
pressure
anyway,
on both sides.
But after this date 0 happened, what happened?
I don't know. I mean, I just haven't heard from her. I texted her, and no responses back, and I legitimately don't know what went wrong.
All right, let's see what we can find out here, Ben. In just a second, we'll get Ellie on the phone for second date update. Okay?
All right, cool. Thanks.
Have you guys heard of this date 0 concept before, where two people go out on a date 0? They set a time limit and there's no pressure, and no matter if it's good or bad, you leave?
I only recently found out because of Erica, but otherwise I would have not known.
I don't like having all the rules. I just like either it is or it isn't, right? It's working or it's not.
I like the idea.
Most people just do that. You know what I mean? Like you give them an hour on a first date. You meet up for a drink, say have dinner after. You set the timeline without setting a timeline.
All right. Well, here's Ben. Ben, we have Ellie on the line. Be very quiet. You'll be able to hear everything, but we want to find out what went wrong, okay?
Okay, cool.
So he says after this date 0, he said, I wanted to see you again, and she seemed kind of bummed about it.
Well, what's interesting is that he said that this was his best meetup that he's ever had. So he was feeling good about this.
All right, let me bring her in. Ellie, good morning. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing super well. Thank you very much. We are calling. Thank you for agreeing to go on the air with us. We're calling you about a guy you met on Hinge named Ben. Does that ring a bell?
Yes,
Okay. Do you have a second?
I do.
So you met him, and then you actually met him, right? You guys saw each other?
Yeah. I'm just taken back from it. Sorry. Yeah, I know him.
And what happened on the date? How was it?
Well, it was good. But wait, why are you guys calling me?
Well, I know it makes very little sense, but we have a report that Ben liked you and wanted to see you again, but you were kind of unresponsive to that idea. Can you elaborate?
Yeah, we went out. We had a really good time. I just can't believe you're calling me about this.
I know. Neither can we. But did you have a connection with Ben?
I mean, yeah, we had a really good time, but I'm sorry, I can't. So, oh, geez. So the thing is, like, this might not be a big deal for some people, but literally, oh geez, he calls his dogs doggies. Literally, he never said the word dogs ever. It was like, are you a doggy lover? Want to see pictures of my doggies? Got to get home and feed the doggies.
Oh my gosh! Do you know that sounds like such a trivial thing, but it is a little annoying. I don't love it. I don't love it. It's cringy. Weirdly, that's cringy.
It's the ick. You got the ick.
It's a little ick, right? That's like when people. It's like doggy, daddy. It's all. It could be ick. Fine line.
Daddy.
Daddy, I can't.
Right? But
much.
now, but could you not look past that?
Well, no. It might be okay for some people, but I just can't. It just can't move on.
Okay.
It's just too much.
I often remember I often forget that Ben's actually listening on this line. Ellie, Ben is on the phone and it has asked us to call to find out what went wrong. Clearly, you have a good sense of humor about it all. But, Ben, does that sound familiar, the way you were talking about your dog?
I mean, I've always called them my doggies.
I know that it's
Ben.
I love them.
But what? Can you tell us what you said exactly on the date about your doggies?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I mean, it was, like I said, date 0, so it was only an hour, and I just wanted to show her pictures of my doggies, and I didn't think anything of it, I've been calling them my doggies for the last, 5-7 years I've had them.
How many doggies do you have?
I have 3.
So you're the daddy to 3 doggies.
I'm the daddy, to 3 doggies.
Doggy daddy.
Ellie,
Like your charm is making it less icky for me.
Totally.
But it sounds a little. It doesn't sound. I don't know. It strikes me in the same way.
Funny. It's funny because your voice is so deep. So when you say doggies, it really just is powerful.
But the more you say it, the more charmed I am by you.
Me too.
I mean, they're my doggies. I think I was kind of cute, that I was showing her, my kids, my fur babies, but I guess not.
So, Ellie, are you amused by any of this? Do you want to see Ben again?
Look, it's fine. He'll find somebody that loves that. It's just not me. We're just not a match.
Come on. Really?
Yeah, but you can't
know
force
what?
this, Ben. If it's not meant to be, there is somebody walking this planet that can't wait to melt when you say doggies. And that's
I didn't make fun of her when she ordered a skinny margarita,
Well, no one's in the business of making fun of each other. No, it's not about that. All right, well, Ben, the good news is
Oh, man.
back to you and your fur babies. And Ellie, thank you for having a good sense of humor and going on the air with us.
Thank you. Ben, you're cute. You'll be fine.
Thanks. I hope you find someone too.
All right, well, thanks, guys. Good luck. Always ends awkwardly.
It always does.
It's strange the way he would say it. It was like like on paper I don't love it, but the way he said it became really funny.
You know how he says it? It sounds like he's saying
Doggies.
like DAW, like doggies.
Doggies.
She just wasn't into him. If she was super into him, she wouldn't care.
Right, exactly. Like we were more into him than she was.
Exactly.
Yeah.